If you love Trump, subscribe right now and make this channel great again.
Once a warm afternoon, a little girl named Emma sat on the steps of her house, looking up at the big, bright sky. She loved to watch the clouds float by and wondered what was beyond them. She had always been curious about everything, especially the universe. One day, while her family was having a picnic, Emma spotted someone she never expected to meet: Donald Trump, the famous businessman and former president of the United States. He was walking by with a friendly smile, and Emma decided to ask him the big question that had been on her mind for weeks. "Excuse me, Mr. Trump," Emma called out as she ran up to him. "I have a really big question. Can I ask you something?" Donald Trump stopped and turned toward her. He looked down at the little girl with a kind smile. "Of course, young lady. What's on your mind?" he said in his loud and confident voice. Emma took a deep breath. "I've been wondering a lot about the universe. Where does it end? Is there something beyond it? How do we know so much about space? It's all so big and amazing," she asked, her eyes wide with curiosity. Donald Trump chuckled softly and knelt down to her level, thinking for a moment before answering. "Well, Emma, that's a great question. The universe is huge, bigger than we can even imagine. It's so vast that even the smartest scientists are still learning new things every day. But what I can tell you is this: the universe is full of possibilities. It's not something that should scare us, but something that should inspire us to keep asking questions and looking for answers." Emma listened closely, her eyes still shining with curiosity. "You see, when I was younger, I always asked questions too. I wanted to know why things were the way they were, why the world worked the way it did," Donald continued. "And one thing I learned is that the more you explore, the more you learn. And sometimes we don't need all the answers to enjoy the journey. We just need the right mindset, a willingness to work hard, and a belief that anything is possible." Emma nodded, trying to understand everything he was saying. "But Mr. Trump, how do we even know what's out there in the universe? How do we learn about it?" "Well, we learn by exploring, by using science and technology. Look at all the great achievements we've made as humans: landing on the moon, sending spacecraft to other planets, sending telescopes to space to look even farther. Our country has led many of those efforts. We've shown that hard work, ingenuity, and American strength can lead us to amazing discoveries." Donald smiled, his voice becoming even more passionate as he spoke. "And you know, Emma, in our country, we value the pursuit of knowledge. We have the freedom to ask big questions and find answers. That's the American way, always striving for something better, something greater. The universe might be vast and mysterious, but if we keep working together and pushing forward, who knows what we can discover next?" Emma's eyes sparkled. "Wow! That sounds amazing. So, you think we can keep learning more about space and maybe even find answers to some of the biggest questions?" "Absolutely," Donald replied, standing up and giving her a thumbs up. "The sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. And you, Emma, could be the one to make the next big discovery. Who knows? Maybe one day, you'll be the one answering questions about the universe." Emma smiled wide, feeling inspired and excited. She had a new sense of wonder about the world around her, and she promised herself that she would keep asking questions and learning, just like Mr. Trump had taught her. "Thank you, Mr. Trump. I'm going to keep asking questions and learning more about space," she said with a grin. "You're welcome, Emma. Keep dreaming big," Donald Trump said with a wink as he waved goodbye and continued his walk. And with that, Emma ran back to her family, her mind full of possibilities, knowing that the universe was big, but with the right mindset, there was no limit to what she could achieve. The end.